Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Contest of Speed. It's EU3. It's a Tuesday. Thomas is unfortunately not here. Oh, so you have to. It's a boo, Lewis. Lewis is here alongside me again.
Hooray.
2 races in a row.
Yeah, although it's like I wasn't here. Obviously, we had a break, and the week before was I don't think. What was the race the week before? Because I didn't race. I wasn't there for the race. I can't remember if I was there for the commentary.
I have no idea.
I
don't
think
think you were.
No, I haven't. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks for me, but I'm glad to be back, and I hope that the audience is happy or at least okay with hearing my voice again. It's great. It's Spa. It's Belgium. Bas-Francorchamps, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this second part of the season. Now we've had our little break. And it's a track which, in qualifying, I think the race is always tough around here, particularly heavy fuel loads into or up Radion. Fell victim to that corner last year by trying to go full throttle early on in the race. Kind of got to be a bit careful on the heavy fuel load. But other than that, great race. I enjoy the quali laps very much around here. Very flowing circuit. But yeah, Matty was telling me about yesterday's race.
Oh.
It wasn't really a race. Well, it was, but it was sprints, followed by crashes, followed by sprints, followed by crashes.
Hey, it's I'm not gonna lie. It was one to watch, but not for the right reasons.
Yeah.
EU4 had 16 participants. They ended up with 7.
And then everyone at finish had points.
I thought that was pretty spectacular, considering we only had 5 green racing laps, Lewis, until the last 2 laps, so we had 7 in total.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can beat that because I think the worst race that the fewest amount of people, I think was an EU1 race that had I kid you not, I think it was 5 people left.
Yeah, 5 or 4.
Majority of them did quit, but yeah, it was close. But anyway, that is yesterday year, and yeah, EU3 so far has been fantastic, as is always really. EU3's always runs up a great race. This last season, around Spa, we had changeable conditions, which really did show up quite an interesting finale. Today, unfortunately, if you're looking for those weather fanatic fans who pray for rain, unfortunately that's not going to happen today. We've got light cloud both in qualifying and in the race today, so it will be dry. No unpredictable weather forecast, which is extremely unusual in the Styrian Mountains.
Yes.
Styrian Mountains, that's Austria. What are you on about, Lewis? Wrong country. In the
Ardennes Forest.
Yes, the Ardennes Forest, yes.
You're welcome.
Oh God, that was the last race. That was it. It was Austria last time, wasn't it? Yeah. I should have known that. I've been to Austria. I've been to the Styrian Mountains. But anyway. So far, Hilly is on provisional pole, 143.274. Considering it's the longest track in the calendar, it's not that big of a gap. It's just a 10th clear of Not Rapid, who actually is ignoring his name because he's currently in P2. Marina, P3 in the Aston Martin.
We've had 1 casualty already. Crate Magician. Stabalo. That was about a minute ago. Turn 16.
That to me is on the curb on the inside, turning the rear round.
That is on the outside. People moaned about getting sucked into the outside and, sort of bottoming out over the curb.
Oh, if you run really wide, yeah, because it jumps the car, doesn't it?
It does indeed. 18 drivers are here. I can't think off the top of my head who's not missing. We have a Mercedes missing.
Nice.
Which is Phantom and Danny Boy is being replaced by Jaron, who was in EU4 last night. Yes, we had more interesting topics of conversation last night, Lewis, than actual driving, which is, It's quite a long lap under the safety car around here. Me and Danny had to fill quite a bit of time.
Yeah. I have no sympathy on you. We've all been there, and literally you have been 24 hours ago. But yeah, those races are a bit of a chore. You want to see action, but oh well, it is the past. Currently, we have got a lot of people in the pits because we have just finished the first cycle of runs. And this is the interesting thing, because of the long lap, you have got to allow for a little bit more time to do an out lap, quali lap, in lap. Because effectively, your out lap is going to be nearly 2 minutes long.
Yep.
And your in lap is going to be almost 2 minutes long. So that alone is just under 4. So you've got to really take into account 5.5 minutes.
Realistically, it's 6 minutes, isn't it? All close to 6 minutes for 3 laps.
Yeah, it's between 5 minute 30, 6 minute time to do those 3 laps. So with I've got 8:52 on the clock. I don't know what you've got, mate. Sometimes
I
I'm
have
a little
8 minutes and 5 seconds. What we did notice though, although you guys saw all the action as we came on air, there wasn't many people out for the first 4 or 5 minutes of queue of qualifying, so most of you guys have only done one run at the moment,
right.
which is interesting. But as you can see, all of them are on the soft tyre at the moment. Bremen Skepper's only one in the top 10 on the mediums with time, which is interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yes.
So Hilly's on a hot lap, I believe, P2. I might be wrong. Might be just making. No, he is. He's on a hot lap. He's done sector 1. Ooh, got your nose. That guy. So Hilly is on a hot lap, currently P2. And brand new set of softs. Just to see what the split is at the end of this sector.
Austin's gonna go pole, just 3,000ths of a second. I will. Who's coming to the bus stop?
Ooh, I'll tell you what, Hilly's on a flyer. He's 4 tenths up on his previous best, and that's enough. If he stays like it, because he's only a few hundredths off the provisional pole.
Yeah, we saw a 42, an absolute freak time of a 42.8 from EU4 last night. I believe it was Camping Ducks. I would say it's Camping Ducks.
Well,
It's
that's going
Camping
to be a
Ducks or Sneaky Tom.
1.2.8. So Hilly is on the ball. That's where if you want to be on pole today, you're going to have to be in those 142s. And Hilly has smashed it.
He has indeed. Right, Lewis, I'm going on board with Mr. Prentice, and we are going to do a lap round Belgium. As he starts his lap, he's into the source, into turn 1, where we've seen Roman Grosjean cause many an incident in 2012. Unbelievable, that's turn 2. Now we're at the bottom of the complex of Eau Rouge. On the top of the hill is Radion, where the car will want to drift in a different direction. DRS open along the Kemmel Straight, where we will be topping out towards 205 miles an hour. As we go through Le Con with 7 and 8 and 9, a nice flowing section here. And into Brussels at turn 10, a long hairpin waiting to get the power down again. Into turn 11, No Name. Watch on the outside as that wall gets closer and closer. Now we go through turn 12 of Pool. Watch the curb on the inside, because the game would like to throw you out towards the barrier on the right. As we go forward to turn 13 of Campus, 14 and 15. The right hander towards Stavolo, where the sector 2 split is coming up now. 14.7 for Mr. Jack Prentice. Through 16, Blonchemont, not to be confused with Beau Rivage. Thank you, Cookie. 17 and 18. Before we head into the bus stop chicane for the last meaningful braking point on the track. Slow the car down through 19 and 20. Short run to the line. DRS open, and it is a 43-1 for Mr. Prentice.
Nicely done. So P4, currently for the Williams driver. Marina is in P2. We have on in sector 3. That is a Williams, I believe.
Jaren. No, it's not Jaren, it's the other one.
Who else on a hot lap? Oh! Rakvan just hits the wall in the entry of the pits.
Easily done. Very easily done.
Yeah. It is a horrible pit entry.
It is. I can't find anyone on the lap, Lewis.
I can. Sojourn is on a lap. He's a 10.5 up on his previous best. Maybe about 5/10 up now. So he's currently hovering around a top 10 position if you keep up.
Yes, Mr. Jaren, there he is.
Jaren.
I just call him Jaren. It's so much easier.
Jaren, yeah, Jaren.
Yes, it is, Andreas. It is. I'm not going to list all the ones you've hit, but it is.
He's messed it up completely at the bus stop there. That's going to be, he lost all that time. Shame. He was looking to be around top 9, maybe 9th place, far off, but he's not going to be able to get a time in again. That's the problem now.
Singapore and Spain, and I'm trying to think what else. Did you do it at Spa, Andreas? Did you do it at Spa? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Jaren is going to go again, which is brave. The Wizard is also going to go, so we'll jump on board with the Wizard. As I pull up the EU3 results from this season. And the Wizard is currently P7, 8 in the championship. I'm trying to work it out because the website's thrown a tiz and it's not all in the right order. He's also missed a couple of races, so it's good to see him back.
Yeah, he's packed out completely there.
Yep.
Trying to see who's on.
They're all on outlaps at the moment. We have got less than a minute to go in qualifying. I presume they've got a bit more than that. I think your time is a lot better than mine. Max is in the pits, so Max isn't going to set a time by the looks of things. Haz is not going to set a time either. Spud is the only one left too, but massively under pressure, as I presume he's literally just got in from his work. So it will be a one-shot qualifying for the McLaren driver.
Yeah.
Good luck, sir. Not showing my bias here whatsoever, Lewis.
Absolutely.
Go on, the orange cars. I'll support you.
He ran a bit wide there, but he gets away with not invalidating on his hot lap. Marina has just improved by 3/10, but it's not enough to take pole position away. Who else have we got? Austin. Oh, El Prentice has spun. So we got a few people. Rakvan. Looking out that. So it is Hilly, literally. Hilly is 600s down. Start of sector 2. What is he now in sector 3? Oh, he's got
Spud's got second!
Oh, great lap by Spud. Healy's about to, if he gets the bus stop right, he's going to blow it out even more.
Oh, there
He's
we
quarter
go.
of a second up.
We are on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. One crucial braking zone to go. As Lewis said, gets this right.
It's
Oh,
good.
it does look
That is
clean.
good.
Easy on the
That's
throttle.
what we do. Oh, look at that, 142.5. If that gets beaten, Marina, I don't think he's going to improve on this lap.
Rack's got himself up to third.
Yeah. Austin is 4/10 up. This could be a good time here.
Austin's pushing for the front row.
He is, he's got it. He took Spud away. Marina, I think, Marina's invalidated. Jay Prentice, the Prentice brothers, it's Jay Prentice. Only one I can see, and
yeah, he's on a lap.
Jay Prentice is quarter of a second up. If he can do that could be, if he can get that, that's around P3, P4, that second row. It's all down to the bus stop now. Brakes late, he brakes very late.
Oh, gets that thing slowed it down.
I think that's good.
Very good. Another one into the 42.9s.
And Dan Pitts must have been validated.
Yeah.
Quarter of a second up. I think that concludes Polly.
It does, mate. So we went back and forth, but Hilly's come out on top. Austin snuck into second there. Jack with a late run in third. Spud with a one-shot quality attempt fourth. Rack fifth. 4 guys within. Oh. Third down to 7th within a tenth of each other. So 5 cars separate by less than a tenth, which is really good to see. You love to see it.
Absolutely.
As Thomas isn't here. Right, Lewis, I shall be back in a moment. You already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, fun.
And you can give a rundown of qualifying as well.
Okay. So on pole, we got Hilly, quarter of a second clear of Austin in P2. Interesting front row for that start. Both the Ecos 1-2. Jay Prentice P3, Spud in 4th. Again, another good showing by those two drivers. Rackvan and Marina P5 and 6th. Silver and El Prentice, younger brother, in P8. Rapid P9. Dan 10th. Shane 11th. Cygate 12th. Wizard 13th. And then, if it lets me... I don't know why it's not letting me go down. I can't... Oh, there we go. Jern... Yeah, I've completely messed that up. So... That's because I didn't press the button. But it's going to be interesting with those top two. The Camel Straight, Notorious Slipstream, and ERS Killer on the first lap. So, it's going to be an interesting start here. Give us your predictions. My prediction, Hilly looks very strong today. If he can translate the quali pace to the race pace, I do give him a good shout here for the victory. But behind, I think, personally, I think people like Spud could do well here. I'm going to go with a Hilly. Maybe I'm going to go Hilly, Spud P3, but I don't think I'm going to go with P2 here. P2's a tricky one. I think I'm going to go for a P2. Jay Prentice, I'm going to go out there off the boat. Right, Austin. I'm forgetting Austin, to be fair. Austin is quick. Alright, maybe I'll revise that. Hilly, Austin, and then I'm going to go... I'm going to go... I'm going to go with Marina. I think Marina can...
Oh! He's going to go for it.
I think Marina's got their race pace. I think in quality he didn't show his true potential. Quality looked a bit messy, so I'm going to go with Marina.
It's not. Whilst you were deliberating your decision, I was also thinking it's not a track where you want to actually be on pole.
I mean, you have to use your ERS. I don't think it's the end of the world because there's no DRS in that first lap, and the slipstream isn't as realistic. Well, it's not like real life because those cars in real life were so draggy that without DRS, it was like really the slipstream effect was strong. Whilst you don't really get that in this game, and that slipstream effect. The new cars aren't as draggy, so you see that it's harder nowadays. But yeah, I think it's alright if you're a leader, as long as you get a good get off the sort of hairpin. You're alright, but this is quite a quick spit. This is a very quick formation.
It's a very quick formation now.
The guys at the back, just coming out of Stava, they're not even in Stavalo yet.
They're out of no name. They're at turn 11 still, so they're just gone through P1 now.
Yeah, if I was Healy, I'd be wanting to slow down, because otherwise your tyres are going to be full.
Yeah, so top 10 all on the softs. Shane and Saiga on the mediums, Wizard and Jaren on the softs, Remen, Skepper and Pipetech on the mediums, Grey Magician on the hards, that's a bold choice. Max on the softs, Hasmania on the mediums. I believe that'll be the first showing of the hard tyre from the European side of things this week. Apologies to my American colleagues. Fortunately, I wasn't up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch you guys race, but I will catch up on that. Don't spoil it for me. For the final remaining cars. Yeah, you mentioned Spud usually goes round here. It's hard to look away from Hilly though. Hilly with a quite significant advantage in qualifying. And we shall know in 22 laps time. We have 5 lights. And away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Hilly doesn't get a good start, and it's actually Austin with the better start.
Yeah, I saw the reason why is he had the ERS already on, and that always is prone to giving you wheel spin. And look at this now; they're all heading down to a Rouge. Pretty much single file.
Hopefully, we can all make it.
Oh no! There's crashes. It's Silver. Silver's out already, and there was another car. Oh, I didn't see who it was. Virtual safety car currently. Oh, and they have to avoid hitting each other as well.
Marina at.
It's Silver and Marina. There goes my curse on the commentator curse again. Yeah, those two out at Radion. It's still virtual safety car at the moment, not a full safety car.
No.
Which is better because no one's going to pit. Surely, unless you have damage right now anyway.
That is very unfortunate. We managed to get through turn 1 unscathed, unlike yesterday, and we were nearly all the way through Rouge and Radion unscathed, but unfortunately 2 victims already.
And we're green.
Which is good news.
Yeah, look at that Spud now P3, Hilly P2 with another yellow.
Jaren, Shane's out.
Ooh. Yeah, another McLaren and Alpine. So, but Shane's still going. He's just retired. The car's still going, weirdly, but he's retired. So I'm guessing he's crashed and retired on.
Shane.
Yeah, he just left the session. He just quit.
So. Well, we were hoping for a more cleaner start, but it's chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a gap as well between P7 and P8. 2.6 seconds, so a lot had happened there, which we missed. But meanwhile, Austin up front, Hilly P2. Oh, McLaren runs a bit deep from Spud, but he survives. Oh, the Alfa Romeo of Creator Blades almost loses the back end going up Radion. You actually lose the place to Max there, so he's down to 14. And so you get the people that have had to pit, like Jern and El Prentice, and way downfield, they're going to have to hope for a safety car later on. Ooh. Look at this, Austin actually flying. He's pulling a gap, and if anything, Healy is under pressure from Spud right now.
Kramer's just going to have to wait a bit because those hard tyres are going to need to warm up. They wouldn't have done so far.
Absolutely.
The Haas is all over the back of Haas in front. Quite chaotic, but we have a train, and then we have another train. And if we look at position changes, Haas is up 9, Wizards up 5. Rapid, Daniel also up, Day up also 3 positions, which is good progression.
Spud side by side with Hilly, and short DRS will be activated this lap. So if I was Spud, I would back out, but I think he was ahead of Hilly. I think
switch back underneath though.
Yeah, but this is not smart. The DRS, yeah, I see he backs out. He wants that DRS. But I don't know whether he will get it.
I think he will get it, and he does. And he had a better run through Radion anyway. For a male though, put it in a straight line. Spuds are not used to overtake.
Yeah, Healy used a lot of VRS there, so he's depleted quite a lot compared to the people around him. He shouldn't really have fought that. He should have just saved the energy, Spud was going to come through, live to fight for another day, because now he's got people around him that has way more energy to battle him.
Yeah, well,
to save it.
At the moment he'll get away with it because they're all in a DRS train from 1st through to 7th.
Yeah.
Which is good news.
Yeah, Spud's doing a good job. He's left Hilly and he's actually really flying. Austin's having a really scruffy lap here. He's missing the apexes.
Yeah, he's
and
just...
Spud, 6/10 behind. He's half a second. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah, just took 2 tenths out of Austin there for his Stavo, just by 15 and 16 just by itself, so definitely on the move.
He is in there.
Yeah, he's trying to break, more importantly, he's trying to break that 1 second to Hilly. If he can do that, then that would be really good for his race. There is 46.4.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The Aston Martin backs out. Spud is like, nah, I know what you're doing, mate. And the thing is, this is going to allow Hilly back into DRS. So Austin's going to be a sitting duck here. I don't know what he was trying to do here.
Oh, we got yellow. Oh, Jack's gone.
This could be a safety car.
It is. Oh, he's just lining him up as well.
Yeah, so now Spud will be like, oh, I should have got ahead, but not to worry. Now we're at a point in the race where it's still very early to pit. Lap 4 of 22, you're looking to really pit around on these softs. What lap 8, 9, something like that. If that were anything like that on the soft runners, those guys will be looking to pit around 8, 9, 10. You can't make the mediums last from here, I suppose, can't you? Maybe it's doable.
It is doable. Oh, and there's my bugbear of all time, Lewis. Getting a exceeding track limit penalty under the safety car.
Yeah.
EU3 trying to do their best impression of EU4. They're going the right way. They are going the right way. And the safety car will pick them up on lap 5, so... honestly, I'll probably be staying out because I probably think there'll be a safety car coming up at the end. and they're going to completely do the opposite to what I said.
They're both there, all pitting.
They're all pitting. Has been take the lead. Sure won't be. How did your AM race? AM3 race? Go yesterday. How did AM3 go?
So, the people that have not pitted.
Yes, George, we know. We know he's the quickest. He likes this track. Historically, he's done well here, but I don't want to put a curse on him, so I'm shutting up.
Yeah. So the guys who started on the mediums or hards are obviously gone out, stayed out, because they have inherited the track position. Now, if there is another safety car later on, we'd like to think this does actually suit the guys that have started on these tyres. So, it's not, some people would think, oh well, this is brilliant for the guys who start on the softs, stop. Not if there is a safety car later on in the second half of the race. So there is going to be that temptation to pit anyway, to go back on the soft tyres. And it's only 4 lap difference between, it's not a massive gap, so yes, okay, they will have a slight pace advantage, these guys that pitted now, but it won't be massive on the medium tyre. The medium is very good round here, it doesn't really drop off, and it does last pretty much. You can almost do the whole race on the medium tyre, pretty much can. And the hard tyre definitely can, the hard tyre is a terrible tyre, which is kind of not quite understanding what Blaze hard choice.
No, Sygate's gone onto them as well, which is...
Yeah, it's just, you're not competitive, you're just more likely to lose it through rally on. I've learned. I know this. So, but, they have the advantages, you saved a set of mediums and a set of softs. So.
We're hoping not for 5 safety cars like last night, because otherwise it'll be a very long evening. An hour and 22 minutes the stream was last night, at least, before we didn't even do interviews. So that says it all, really.
Well, hopefully we won't get that, but we have lost 4 already.
And as you can see, behind the safety car we're doing 2-minute 40s, or close to. But they've obviously pitted, so we're in the 2-minute mark. So the order is as you were, really, apart from the 4 guys ahead that haven't stopped.
Yeah. I'm guessing we'll be having the safety car coming in this lap.
Yep.
As El Prentice is put on a new set of medium tyres. He will be joining that group now.
Oh. Is it not working, George? Doesn't look like him. George, if you ask Lewis nicely, he may be able to look up penalties or warnings for people.
Okay. I can look up penalties. Would you want me to? I can look up warnings, I suppose, can't I? I suppose.
Is there anyone still squeaky clean? That's the question.
Do you mean as in no one's got anyone that's got no warnings? Do you mean?
Correct.
I mean, that's going to be quite difficult to know, because I can see all the warnings. Shane's got a warning, Prentice got a warning, Catcher's got a warning, Jern's got a warning, Marina's got a warning, Sygate a warning, Remon's got a warning, Spud's got a warning, Sygate has 2, actually, Sygate's got 2 warnings. Actually, no, I lied, Sygate's got 3 seconds penalties. Not Rapid has 2 penalties. Rackvan has 1. Sorry, 2 warnings. Rackvan has 1 warning.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm lying. There's way more. It's basically there's a lot of warnings.
I'm looking at the race director. It's easier. On the whole, everyone has picked up a warning. There you go. Inside the top 10. You're welcome.
Yeah, but yours wasn't as fun as mine.
And Haz has gone and looked to make a good restart. Something about AlphaTauris are making good restarts around Belgium. The EU4 AlphaTauris were very good yesterday, and Haz has followed suit. In fact, 1.2 seconds is the gap between him and the Haas of Remenskeper.
Ooh, Austin's diving it down the inside of Blaze on those hards. That was crucial, because Blaze is going to be struggling with tyre temperature now.
Yep.
And I expect Blaze to be... He should be ginger. Not ginger. Gingerishly. He should be cautiously going up Branyon, which he does. I was supposed to say
gingerly going up, yes.
Gingerly. Supposed to go ginger.
And
I love it. And look at Austin again.
He's burning.
Oh, Pipe Tech spun it on the
curb. And possibly.
Yeah, it wasn't Austin's fault. It was just Pipe Tech on the curb. Hooked in. So, great restart from Austin. Trying to put a gap to Spud, and Spud is stuck behind his hard runner. That's why it's so crucial getting a good restart. Now Spud is in that dirt, yeah. We're getting a few penalties coming up now.
I think we will do as the race goes on, as the McLaren is pretty much pushing that Alfa Romeo through the corners. Surely he's not going to make
a move.
Yeah. He will be desperate to get past him though, because he is holding him up.
Yeah, he breaks late.
Round the outside, good move. Yeah. Rack tried to follow through with the switchback underneath. Although that's cost Spud 2 seconds, that has, to Austin.
Yeah. And it shows you how slow the hards are when the tyres are gone. It's so round this track, it's horrible driving the tyre.
So Rack is next. Please don't go side by side, because the last time I saw that was yesterday. Oh!
Yeah, that is what happens with hard tyres. He's an absolute nightmare driving these cars on the hard tyres, on a heavy fuel load, up that corner, and he's lost a load of pace.
Not Rapid down the inside of Hilly. Hilly is going to force him wide. Not Rapid underneath. These guys are all squabbling for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great move by Rapid there. Holding around the outside to then have the inside for the last part of that corner.
Is that... Oh, I thought Wizard and Danny were going to go side by side through Pool. That would have been brave, to say the least.
Spud is already making ground here. Spud's definitely got the speed. He's brought the gap down at 1.6 now. But what's not going to work for him is obviously the DRS. I suppose Remon is not... Oh, look at this. Austin's already trying to make a move on Remon. Round the outside. What a move there from the Aston Martin. Is Remon going to fight back?
I wouldn't be.
No, get that DRS. It's going to be activated now. And Austin's going to burn a lot of it. But Remon... Oh, and look at this, Spud is in that DRS as well.
And he's had a good turn 1 as well, which is important. Rack didn't though, and Rack's going to be outside the DRS to Spud, so...
Crucial. Is there a tyre wall there?
Roman's gone pretty much straight on there.
He has got DRS though, he still has DRS Remon, and he's used up a lot of energy.
Hilly got past Not Rapid. Luke past side gate.
Look at this speed. Oh, Remon's let him through. Remon's just let Spud through, it looked like. I wonder if Remon's got wing damage or something. He's well down on pace. I think
he must have, because
I think he clipped the wall maybe in Radion. I wonder if he went really wide. He's got no speed whatsoever and he's backing out to let people through. He must have hit the wall. The Spud now, Clean Air, and they are hunting down Hasmania. We're all yellow.
Dan's round.
Ferrari off. Dan's round. Oh no. Shame.
Whoa, yeah, there's something wrong with that Hask. It's just not Rapid's going to get past Hilly. Gets it slowed down. Hilly with the switchback. Perhaps. Poleman's Hilly. Kitten. 42.5. Just so you know. Don't know why the commands aren't working at the moment as we watch Hilly, the pole sitter, behind Not Rapid with the DRS this time. It should be pretty simple.
Yeah, Spud lost a bit of time on that last lap to Austin. I know it was just because of a scruffy lap. That's the wizard.
It's 1:42.5. Can't remember what the other digits were, but that was the rough.
Austin just hovering out at 1 second between Haas and Austin. Obviously, there is no safety cars in the second half of this race. Then Hasmania has lost out, but we have got a yellow.
Not Rapid's off.
Another spinner, yeah. That's a shame.
Antonio Giovinazzi did.
Did he get wing damage at all? Oh no, yes, Austin's now right with Hasmania.
Oh, Blaze is off at Blanchimont, of all places.
Yeah, he's just got no...
He's got no front wing.
Yeah, no downforce on the front. Meanwhile, Austin is, I think this is going to be the change of the lead now.
Go on board them.
Here he goes down the inside off the Alpha Tauri. Austin into P1. And it's now starting to pull away. Spud not able to keep the same pace. Spud was good on those softs, but on these mediums, Austin's showing his pace advantage here at the moment. And it's been a real disappointment for Hilly. Hilly currently P5 and not really nowhere near. Didn't get a good restart, but yeah, just hasn't really had the race pace at all. The car's been a different beast on the heavy fuel load. The setup obviously better for that on that light fuel load on a grippiest tyre, but the race sometimes you do need it a different setup, compromise. What's your best race setups? And it's certainly the case here for Hilly today. He's flying over qualifying. Another yellow, there's another spin. We've got Not Rapids out. This could be a
safety car, and they're just by the pit lane, so that could be interesting.
Oh, Austin, luckily Austin got that there just in time.
Now then, Lewis, what are they going to go for? This could be very interesting.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be softs.
I reckon there'll be a few on the mediums.
Austin's gone for mediums. Spud's gone for softs.
So it has.
I
Yeah.
think softs is the better choice because they're fresh softs. We got a few laps under safety car. I think the soft is a great choice because we've got 11 laps to go now. We're going to have 2 laps of the safety car, so it's going to be 9 laps really on that soft tyre. To me, that's a no-brainer. And
Interesting.
A couple of guys really stayed out.
Yes, and Wizard. I was just about to say that. Interesting enough, 2 people stayed out on the mediums. And it's very split though, Lewis. Look at that. Look at the tyres. Yeah. Softs and mediums.
I personally would have gone for softs. If I had some brand new softs, I would go for softs now because you're literally now second half of the race, and you've got a safety car period now, where you've got a few laps, but you're not going to be attacking those tyres.
When we
start lap 14, or beginning of lap 14, we're going to.
When do you reckon they'll give out, Ricky? Then, if you think softs are going to give out, what lap is it going to be?
Oh yeah, I'm sure for sure at the end of the race.
Couple of laps, lap 20. Last lap.
It's not that far off when you would be, if you're a medium runner, you would be pitting probably lap 14 anyway.
Well then. I would call it a mistimed safety car has completely divided the grid and the opinions of people not only driving but also in the chat. Obviously the biggest beneficiary of it all is put himself into a net P2, which is fantastic news for him.
So I would have thought we're going to restart lap 14. So I think off runners, this is absolutely fine. Yeah, that's going to mean we're going to have 9 laps to go. That's with, if there is no safety cars. It's 9 laps of racing. I think it's doable. The soft runners are going to have the tyre temp.
We're also going to have then -2 from that, and then we'll have those number of laps of racing with DRS, which I feel is going to play a pivotal factor for the medium guys to hang on, and then possibly for the soft guys to hang on at the end, depending which way round it goes.
Everyone's all lined up now, and we've got, it's very much a 50-50. The top 3 are mediums, then positions 4, 5, 6 are softs, then again another 3 drivers, 7, 8 and 9 for mediums, one soft runner at Remon, Dan is on the mediums, and then the bottom 3 are on softs as well.
Exciting times.
Here we go.
So we are going to have 9 racing laps, albeit if there's no more interruptions. 7 of which will have DRS. Remember, the first 2 will not after a safety car restart. Hilly's going to lead us the way on old mediums.
Yeah.
With Wizard on old mediums. Austin's on brand new mediums and Hazard's on brand new softs. So 3 kind of strategies here.
DRS there, Hilly.
He's trying to weave these tyres as much as possible.
Here we go. Look at that, Hasmania gets such a better drive out of the bus stop. And it's forcing Austin to go deep. Down the inside, tight. And look at that, Hasmania. Hasmania runs a bit wide himself. That's going to lose a bit of speed. Going up Radion, it's Hilly, Wizard, Hasmania.
Paz gets a bit out of shape, which is allowing Spud to close in on. Rax closing in as well into the AlphaTauri sandwich.
This is where the soft runner's going to have the advantage here compared to the medium. Austin's heart rate is going to be very high. He's going to want to get past the Wizard because he's got the Hasmeister's right behind.
Yeah, Spud's just picked up a penalty, but it's Taz applying the pressure. Austin's surely not going to have a look into pool. No. Hilly's now been able to check out and got a 1.3 second gap. Oh, Austin down the inside. Rax down to 8th. He's had a moment.
Yeah, must be somewhere. Oh, look at this, Hasmania. Desperately trying to find a way past the Wizard. It's crucial that Austin gets to pull away now.
The gap.
Not on any penalties.
No, he's not. And that could be crucial. Austin also not on any penalties either. Makes his life a bit more easier.
Ooh, that Red Bull runs wide.
Watch out for this McLaren.
There you go.
Spud's going to go to the outside. Possibly though.
They've got the grip now. This is where they got to. Now they got past him. Austin, we're going to have a 4-car battle for the win here. I know there are penalties for Has and Spud, so they're going to have to really. This really does dent their hopes of beating Austin Hilly today.
Spud's going to go for it.
Inside. Oh no, that was.
Oh, I saw that coming. He's not in the wall though, which is okay.
It's one of those where maybe it would have been better to hold on. I get it. When you're in that moment, you want to be in the hot seat.
And Blade has gone for down the move on the inside of turn 10. They will focus them back up front. Where are they? And it's Austin applying the pressure to Hilly.
Yeah, Hilly now under pressure with that disadvantage on the tyre front. And still, as long as neither of these drivers get penalties, they're on course for the podium. And Austin lining up here for a move.
Well, Hilly's got a massive gap now if you look at it. With the penalties as well, so without the penalties, presumably everyone, so it's going to be Max possibly. The gap to the leader will then be, so Hilly's actually got about a 4.5 to 5.5 second lead.
That's right. It's got a massive lead, but here we go. DRS. And he is through once again.
He is through once again. JRN is also on the move, and he's passed the Wizard and put in a purple Sector 1.
Hasmania flying now. Look at how much Hasmania's gained already on Hilly. Austin's just been able to overtake Hilly, overtake people at the perfect times, just as the people behind are catching up. If he didn't pass Hilly then, he'd be right under pressure. But now he's ahead, he's able to pull away, do his times. Now Has is in the dirty air. straight from trying to find a way through.
Yeah, he's got the move done where he can overtake it easier, and then he's not having to follow him through this tight and twisty sector 2, as you said. Makes his life a lot more easier.
Yeah. Problem is, you don't want to overtake Hilly now, because otherwise Hilly will have DRS to get back at you. You kind of want to sacrifice this section, get the DRS, sorry, and hope that will really help you, down that sector 1.
We are waiting patiently. We know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. And I think it's going to be now. Or there's not even going to be a contest, I'm afraid. Although Hilly knows what he's just got to do. He's just got to try and stick with these guys as much as he can, because a podium will be on the cards with his lack of penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big battle going on down here, Lewis, for P6.
Oh, wow. Up here, look at El Prentice and Max, Blaze.
Blaze is in there as well. Max is in there. Redmond's just sticking behind Cygate. All of a sudden, they're all Constantina up for no reason whatsoever.
You do love to see it. Oh, Remon and Cygate. You don't make a move that late in the corner there. Remon in the prime position. Oh, we got yellow second.
Oh, Luke's out. Luke's hit the wall.
That's going to be a safety car, isn't it?
He's been suckered in with the curb on the left-hand side. I'll be surprised if it isn't a safety car.
Oh, it's not so far.
It is. I don't think it will be.
No, I don't think it is.
Not by the looks of things. Max is. Oh, that could be though. It is, because Max has hit the pit wall. I'm pretty sure. Where's Spud? There he is. We'll see Max in a second. No, we won't.
Now, I suppose it's... If you're Austin, you're the one absolutely shitting. Pooing it, rather.
Yes.
Because right now, you don't want to give up track position. You have no choice but you have to stay out. You just have to. But is there going to be people behind that pit who's gone fresh softs? Because there's still a few people, so I get to drive through speeding under safety car. But that's going to ruin his race, because he'll only be able to do that in green-black conditions. But yeah, this is horrible for Austin, because as the leader, you have to stay out. You've got everything to lose, so you just have to stay out. But if you're, and even Has, it's going to be, I'm in P2, there's not enough laps. But if your guys down in P4, 5, 6, 7 more, you're going to take the gamble and go on to fresh softs. Especially the guys maybe on mediums. You got people like maybe Hilly won't, but maybe he will. Hilly might think, my tyres, if these guys behind me pit, I'm screwed, so I've got to go pit. So I'd be surprised.
Hilly's going to have 3 laps to survive at the most.
Austin does not pit.
Yeah, I'm expecting Hilly to stay out as well, because everyone else has got penalties behind him. So, Cygate, Cygate's done. I'm here, I'm afraid. He's got 2 drive-through penalties, so that is race over.
I'm surprised Stan didn't pit. A lot of people didn't pit, and that's gonna save Austin. I mean, Austin did the right thing staying out. You had to stay out. But in the end, not a lot of people chose to pit there.
They've all gone for track position, and as people have said so far this season, for the actual F1, track position is king.
suppose you won't get. Well, if we go out, if we restart now, it'll be.
If we restart, we get one, and we go from lap
DRS.
20. It'll be DRS. But I have a feeling it won't be. I have a feeling we're going to have a 2-lap sprint to the finish, which will cause carnage. But you know, that's kind of what happened. Just need 3 more drivers so we can complete contest of speed bingo. There it is. Has had a collision with Austin.
Oh, no way.
Austin's not got a penalty, which is surprising.
But Has did.
Yes, but Has also doesn't look to have that much visual damage. I'm hoping safety car.
Very close to safety car.
I'm hoping Rack also come quick. Come on, catch up, please. Don't think that the safety car will come in this lap. I don't think we've had 2 laps.
Yeah, so that'll be. Will be 2 laps to go, won't there? So there won't be any DRS.
No, there will not be any DRS unless Michael Massey's the race director and the safety car is going to come in now. And as Capture Silver's just said in the chat, it's going to be pure racing. It's going to be very, very enjoyable. And if you want to watch stuff more enjoyable, AM2 is on later on this evening, 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM in the UK. I'm going to do my plug now because I've got 2 minutes to do it because, you know, it's a safety car lap round Spa. I've got many days by the time it comes back in. And the next European action is tomorrow night at 9 PM UK. See you too on a Wednesday. You can watch me and Lewis try and race around here, which is usually going to be end up quite bad and also quite funny. So, there you go.
Do you enjoy it?
We will enjoy it with 2 of the EU3 contingent on commentary, Marino and Great Magician, as normal. The guys have done a cracking job on commentary so far this season, and hopefully that will continue. This race will continue, Lewis.
Yeah.
At the end of this lap.
We've had 3 safety cars. Not as many as the previous one, but
I mean, it's going to be hard to beat. Oh, someone's gone straight off. That was very interesting. That was an Alpine forgetting how to use its brakes. And it was nearly overtaken by a Red Bull, which you are allowed to do. Because technically he's off the racetrack.
So, will Has still have a bit of grip advantage here on the restart? I know he's got the penalties, so unless Austin has a moment.
I would say they're fairly level. I think they're going to be fairly level in terms of performance. I think Austin will probably edge him out. Question is, what's Hilly going to be like? He's the one that's going to feel a bit more vulnerable here. Although he has got a bit of protection from behind from the guys from 8th down to 12th on the softs. Excuse me, I got the hiccups there halfway through.
Here we go then.
They're coiled.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone, but more importantly, he's gone with him.
Yeah, he should have the grip. Yeah, he's still there. 2 to go. Expect there to be a bit of a chaotic finale here.
Yep. My spidey senses tell me this is going to get tasty. Very tasty.
Is Tasmania lining up?
Sidegate's lining up JRN. Oh, big switch!
How he saved that, I do not know. But Remon is looking on the inside here. Hilly is going to be so struggling to get grip in those tyres. Jern is somehow now P4. But Hilly's still on course here for P2 if he just holds on. But he's lost so much time already because those tyres are going to have no grip in this opening lap. Meanwhile, we have a battle. Dan is struggling as well. He's got old mediums against people who have just pitted.
He needs that. And the thing is, he's going to fight this because I've just clocked onto something. With the penalties, he's still on for a podium.
Oh, that Red Bull. He's going to go around the outside. He has to be careful, doesn't get turned round.
He's going to get chomped. He's going to get eaten up here alive.
Yeah, those mediums have not got the grip. Oh, that Alpha is so close.
Spud's going to make something happen here, I feel.
But it's lining him up.
Brack's lining them all up.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo goes down, dive bombs Dan.
Spud goes around the outside. Switches back, possibly in between both of them.
Oh no.
Oh no, don't squeeze each other.
Oh no. Oh, here we go, free wide. Through the source.
Someone's not going to make it. Oh, there it was. There it was.
Yeah.
I called it from a mile away. We knew that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, here we go. Rack Van side by side. Oh my god, Rack Van thankfully backed out. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
The Wizard and Ramoon going side by side.
Yeah. And Dan's still ahead of P8. Ahead of the soft runners. Luckily, Rack Van behind him is on 6-lap old softs, so isn't quite the fast chargers of who he had before previously. Wizard's lining up Remon. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a yellow in sector. Oh, there's an Alpha. Oh, Remon and Wizard make contact through Stablo.
Yeah, not for the first time though. The last couple of laps, they've hit each other a couple of times. Has all of a sudden exploded, and I think that's kind of what Ricky was on about. And look, he's got some kind of damage because everyone else is chomping a bit behind him. Look at him go.
Oh, so this is going to be chaotic finale. Blanchimont. Jern is around the outside. He's going to have to break.
He's going to have to break. He just needs to play this sensible.
Austin wins.
Austin does win. We're looking for the battle for the podium. Who's going to end up on the podium? It's not going to be Haz. It's going to be Hilly.
And here comes Dan P3.
There it is. B3.
He's going to be loving it.
He's going to be loving it.
Runners. Look at that. 10-lap old mediums, 17-lap mediums, 10-lap mediums. 1, 2, and 3. What do they all have in common? No penalties.
New softs are overrated.
Yeah, but it wasn't the new softs, it was the penalties that was that cost a lot of these guys today. And obviously that late safety car really gave anyone who didn't have penalties into the top 3 in the end. So Daniel will be chuffed to bits for that one. As will Hilly. Hilly, 17-lap mediums, somehow hanging on. Good on them. A great drive by Austin. Really showed his driving skills here today. His racecraft was spot on.
Yeah, picked and choose his moments. Very, very well did Austin. He had a very up down race and has managed to pick up P2, so the front two swap positions after qualifying, and Dan, well, pulled out a Wizard, if I'm being honest there, Lewis. Pulled out a 2-spell. Keep yourself in the mix, don't get any penalties, and you never know. Obviously, these will all be provisional, but it doesn't matter. There is your podium. It's Austin, Hilly, and Dan on the podium. Pipetek in fourth. I think that's probably one of his better results, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, it is. It is his joint best result. Has in fifth. Was in the podium places for a lot of that race. Unfortunately, penalties took place to that. Great Magician sixth. Much needed points for that man. He'd be happy about that. Roman Skepper at 7th. JRN as the reserve did okay. Points for the Alpine team, more importantly. P8, Wizard P9, Rack P10, Cygate P11, Spud P12. Was very unfortunate. Max, Luke, Not Rapid, Jack, Shane, Calcio and Marina, all dumps, I'm afraid, on that list.
Lovely.
It was. It was simply lovely. I'm hoping we can skip forward from the menu so I can put up the Aston Martin. Let's invite the people to the party so we can talk to them. Our race runner has joined us. Our third place man has joined us. This feels very weird. This is weird. For this to happen. Hopefully he turns up. Lewis, shall we keep him from waiting? Shall we ask him how he managed to can't use the word. Yes, that's a better way of putting it.
I know. So, well, congratulations for getting P3 on pole.
I don't think anybody else has ever come in for an interview and been told, how did you do that?
Nah,
Magic.
I'm joking. You know how you did it? You were just very clean, you didn't break the rules, and you got rewarded with a late safety car and holding off the mad barrage of that final, well, the penultimate lap and the beginning of the final lap until they crashed at the exit of the source. You had to be a bit careful, didn't you? Right.
Yes, and that was. I think I put it, you did a prime Mr. Two spell. Kept yourself in it and no penalties and jumped many positions at the end. when people least expect it. And be like, hello. Apparently we can't hear you, which is... It's always one. Only because your teammate is overjoyed for your achievement, that's kind of why. Okay. Is Hilly here? Is he here?
I'm here.
He is here. There he is. Congratulations. P2.
Thank you.
How, first of all, with the mediums that you had on your car, that was, well, a superb effort, I think.
Yeah, I gambled. I don't know exactly why I stayed out. I was in P7. I think everyone in front of me, decided to pit, and I was deciding to take the gamble, hoping to stretch the stint as long as possible. And I was gambling for a late safety car, and that also came. But everybody stayed out, so I decided to do the same.
And it sort of just kept it. What was going through your head at the end? Were you going to let people past if they were slightly quicker on better tyres, considering you had the advantage with the penalties, or were you just fighting it?
I decided to take no risks, to just hold it on track and let people by if needed. The last safety car restart at the bus stop, I already almost lost it. So I had already 1.5 seconds behind Haas, and I knew P3 of P2 was the maximum possible result, which it was anyway, because Aston was too quick today.
Well done, mate. You brought it home, which was the important thing whilst all the chaos was going around you. So congratulations and well done.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you next week.
I hope so as well.
No favoritism. Lewis, I will leave you to interview our race winner who's been waiting very patiently.
Yes, Austin, congratulations. That was a brilliant race from you. The racecraft was excellent, particularly on both the starts and the restarts. And I was saying in commentary, you always found a way to make the overtakes at the perfect time, just as people behind who may be on faster tyre at the times, or just had faster pace in general at that short moment, you were able to pass them and then pull away. And so those people that had the pace to maybe challenge you at certain points of the race could never really challenge you or make a move or attempt to make a move. It was a very good, very well polished race. But how was it from your side on the wheel?
After the quali, I saw that Hilly was on pole and he was like with 2 or 3 tenths up on me, so I didn't really expect to get him at the start or have a faster race pace, but I did, and I overtook him, at the start, and I think I drove like in 2 or 3 laps out of the 1 second window of the DRS, so that was like nice, and after the virtual safety car, it saved me, because Spot that he was trying to overtake me, but it just came in time to save me,
Yeah, it was. For me, I thought it was. I know you've been doing really well with the season, but I thought it was really good considering all the choices you made in the safety car periods worked out in your favour. Going on the medium tyre at first of all, or maybe, especially early on in that safety car period when the restart occurred. The guys behind you on softs, it may have been an issue initially just to keep them behind, but yeah, you were able to make the moves on. Luckily, you were able to make the move very quickly on Blaze, who was on the hard tyre, you just went on from there. And congratulations. I know it looked at the end easier, but the fact you had no penalties and kept it clean, and fastest lap. So you almost got the hat trick. The P2 start on grid, fastest lap and race win. I think you'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, I can appreciate it, you know. It's really nice to take the 26 points.
Exactly, absolutely. So yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
And Lewis, that concludes it. I think we've done a very good job.
Does it?
Yeah, I think we
It
have.
does. Yeah, I think we have. It's been pretty good. As I said, there's not really much else to say. I did my plugs earlier.
Oh, good man.
I know.
Learning from the best, eh?
Exactly. AM2 is up next in a few hours' time, across the pond, 2 AM UK, 9 PM Eastern, and then you see me and Lewis tomorrow night, 9 PM UK, for EU2 action.
Mhm.
That'll be followed up by AM1 with EU1 on Thursday, which should be very, very exciting. Who can stop the Red Bulls? That would be the question. Other than that, thank you, Lewis, for putting up with me again.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. It was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, mate.
Oh, thank you. Stop it. And thanks to everyone else.
So I get my money now.
Yes, you do. Thanks everyone for watching, and good night.